Okay. Very guerrilla stream, as I said, because I pretty much completely forgot about this event. To be perfectly honest with you. And we only have 3 hours and some, and I should probably be sleeping by now, because I need to wake up at a specific hour. But, oh well, as they say. We're gonna start with, I should have like 20 pulls ready. Or maybe even more. Yeah, more than 20. Good, good. Lumamber, that's gonna be 25 pulls. And after the event is done, we should have another like a 10 pull or so. So, let's start with a couple of 10 pulls. We'll see if we can get Maya or not. Then we're gonna go through the event quickly. Oh, 5-star. From the get-go. Li Tianjian. Yeah? I think so. And the second 10 pull is another 5-star. This time Sicare. Okay, that's cool. I like Sicare. She's a good converter. But I have a feeling that I have Sicare at max already. Forest converters, please. Yeah, Sicare is maxed. Li Tianjian is not maxed though. He would be a forest supporter, yeah? Maybe not? Forest sniper? Forest sniper. Oh, I didn't really invest in him, did I? Yeah, preemptive strike. Cool, cool, cool. We good. We Gucci. Let's get to the event. I've no clue what this event is all about, besides the underwater theme. Very reminiscent of Connolly's dream. We'll see. Curiously, Alchemy Stars is having this underwater sort of event, and Punishing Grey Raven also released Lamia, which is another like siren, mermaid-like character. Alright, let's do it. ST1 message. Angius, Elvis, Huh? Jenna? What did you say? I can't hear you. I felt the moment in which a miraculous tide rose. The time has come for me to pursue a crucial juncture determined by fate. So please... Wait, Jenna! Was I dreaming just now? What a strange and unclear dream. I wonder if it's because of that letter I got yesterday. My apologies for sending such an urgent letter. I left a message for you in Arbor City. Please come alone to receive it. Geno. His letter is also strange and unclear, but it sounds like he's being serious. He specifically asked me to come alone. Does this mean he doesn't want me to bring Vice or Caroline? I wonder what it could be. The sea breeze blows slowly as the streets of the normally peaceful city bustle with crowds of tourists. It doesn't feel like that much time has passed, but it looks like Arbor City has finally recovered from that crisis. If only Elvis were here to see it, I'm sure he'd be so proud. Huh? That's odd. The Emerald was docked right here, wasn't it? How could such a huge ship go missing? You here to see the performances, pal? Hate to break it to you, but you missed your chance. The circus raised anchor and took off a few days ago. Took off? But why? Dunno, but I heard it had something to do with someone who got hurt in the chaos before. No, you get it all wrong. Everyone knows that the ringmaster got into a huge fight with his lover, so he set sail to go find them. What? I thought it was because a wondrous beast escaped from the ship. You all saw it, didn't you? That huge whale was leading the way. Well, they did leave in a hurry, that much is certain. I just hope nothing bad happened. So where am I supposed to find Jenna now? The letter didn't say. Hang on, there's an address written on the back. Guess I didn't notice it earlier. 130 Coral Street. Welcome to Harbor City's Undersea Wonderland, a place where dreams and the sea meet. Would you like to swim with sharks? Or maybe kick back and relax with a sea turtle? You can even join these jellyfish and blow beautiful bubbles. Anything is possible in this fantastic place. An aquarium? That's right, an aquarium. We have all kinds of adorable marine creatures that are sure to capture your heart. Is this your first time here? If so, may I suggest starting from the left side of the first floor? What was on display over there again? Come on, what's the matter with you, Maya? Hurry up, check these notes. I'm not here to... Aha, there it is. It's the Coral Reef exhibit. We're also hosting an interactive event today. Guests can touch some starfish there, while children 10 and under are free. I definitely look older than 10 years old, don't you think? Huh, I suppose so. Let's try this instead. The young girl suddenly covers her right eye with her hand. Since I can only see half of you, that means I have to consider you as being half your normal age. Great, now you can get in for free. I'm sorry, miss. I appreciate the thought, but I came here on some pretty serious business. If you'll excuse me... I'm so sorry. That voice... Oh, very wrong voice for Minos. Pardon the interruption, miss, but my companion has accidentally knocked over your display sign at the entrance. Please allow us to fully compensate you for the damage. Oh, wasn't Minos. Probably... what's her face? The girl with the parasol. That's okay. I just doodled that sign myself. I'm just happy neither of you are hurt. Oh, Sanae? I'm really, truly sorry about this. Minos, Sanae, it really is you two. Mr. Angios, I didn't expect to see you here. I'm sorry, that's no way to greet a friend. How have you been? I've been well, Sanae. It's good to see you and Minos again. Good day, Mr. Angios. Glad to see you've been doing well after all this time. Isn't Nina with you guys? Nina, that's the name. I'm afraid not. Miss Nina is currently busy with new design, so she asked me to conduct an industry investigation in her place. Indeed. I, on the other hand, I'm here to assist in the matter. Are you sure you're not getting your roles mixed up? Fret not, sir. Though Sanae still has much to learn as a maid. As someone of the same age as your young lady, she happens to share a number of her noble sensibilities as well. Most important, however, is the fact that Miss Nina was willing to place her trust in her. So long as she continues to live up to Our Lady's expectations, I have no reason to interfere in her duties. My lady wishes to involve herself in this industry, but as a butler of the Anderson family, if I should discover that there are far too many unstable factors at play... The look in your eyes is suddenly a lot more terrifying, Minos. Is that so? Then please forgive my rudeness. I simply meant that I would take corrective action if that were the case. Suddenly a loud commotion can be heard just outside the door. What's going on out there? Maya, come quick! Some suspicious-looking people are trying to get into the aquarium! A couple of children appear in the doorway, frantically blocking two heavily clothed people from entering. Scado, Sebastian! Defensive formations! Don't let either of those two breach the lobby! Easier said than done, Fruit. The shorty shouldn't be a problem, but how are we supposed to stop that tall guy from getting in? Rats, is this really the end? Hehe, our children are so energetic, but I can assure you we're not bad guys. That's exactly what a bad guy would say. Besides, who wears this much clothing out to the aquarium when it's hot outside? If you can't appreciate the coolness of our outfits, then you still have a long way to go before you can call yourselves swashbucklers like us. Swash what now? What? You mean you don't know about the world's coolest profession? Then allow me to... Oh, it's Goldie and Sadie? Alright, you two, that's enough now. At some point during the bickering, Maya has somehow managed to appear behind them. With a single deft motion, she snatches their sunglasses and masks from their faces. Yep, sure enough. Goldie? Sadie? Uh-oh. She snuck up on us without drawing our attention at all. Who in the world are you? My name's Maya. I'm an employee here in the aquarium. I'm sorry, but I have to ask to avoid wearing such scary-looking clothing here. There are lots of kids running around in the aquarium, you know. Besides, wouldn't you rather enjoy seeing all the pretty sea creatures without wearing all of this? Huh, I didn't come here to have fun. I heard about something terrible happening in Harbor City. As a noble swashbuckler, I came here to carry out justice. Something terrible? In Harbor City? Who might that be? Please don't offend our guests, Maya. But Miss Stellondine? Oh, just an NPC. You can tell by design. My apologies, everyone. My name is Stellondine, and I'm the proprietress of this aquarium. My employee can act a bit rashly sometimes. I'm sorry if this has negatively impacted your visit to our establishment today. No, we're at fault here too. Then, as the proprietress of the aquarium, please allow me to treat you all to a meal as a token of our apology. Before then, feel free to observe any of the exhibits we have to offer. But just as Maya says, many of our guests are small children, so please refrain from any behavior that might upset them. If you have any further questions, you may ask me any time. We won't interrupt your viewing any longer. Come along, Maya. But a display sign at the entrance. I still need to sort out a few files. Could you please help me with this? Sure thing. Just leave this to me. What a kind-hearted boss. Anyway, there are so many familiar faces here today. The last time something like this happened was in the Anderson haunted house, and then, even though I don't think something like that would happen again, I should ask about it just to be safe. Hey, Sadie, what's this terrible thing you heard about? Yes, the terrible thing. Any real swashbuckler would come running at even the faintest hint of trouble. So, does that mean you came here just because you heard a rumor? It may have been a rumor. It may have been just a rumor, but seeing it is believing after all. If there's any sign of danger, I have a duty to confront it. Even if it turns out to be a rumor, I won't feel at ease until I see the truth for myself. Preventing even the most unlikely of crises from happening is all part of being a swashbuckler. The truth is, we did come across a number of troubling rumors, but each one was a little different from the last. Some people claimed that a colossal whale was lurking in the waters of Harbor City, waiting to devour anyone foolish enough to swim in the sea. Others claimed that people kept disappearing after picking up strange cards scattered around the town. It was too difficult to discern the truth, all the way from Amberton, so Sadie insisted on coming here and checking things out for herself. There's always a chance that this might lead to a glorious and fateful battle, one that will make my name famous throughout the land. I was a little worried about Sadie coming out here alone, so I decided to tag along. But really, we didn't expect to run into you here, Angius. What a happy coincidence. I see Mr. Minos is here as well. We better go say hello. Care to come along, Angius? Actually, I have something important to deal with right now. Okay, then. Hopefully we'll see you around again. Sure. If only I could run into Jenna's message like this, too. And one fairy tale. As you ponder over Jenna's profound thoughts, Maya is beside you telling the child a fairy tale. Goodness, she really is an adventure novel enthusiast. Water team. Good enough. This is exhausting. I've been going in circles all day, but I still haven't found anything. Maybe I'll just go take a break in the rest area for now. Jenna said that he left a message for me here, which means he most likely entrusted it to someone. Since he also included his aquarium's address, it must mean that the person is somewhere around here. Those are the only two clues I have right now. I'm pretty sure it's just a coincidence that so many of my friends are also here, but maybe one of them is the messenger? If so, am I supposed to ask them about it? No, that would defeat the purpose of keeping things a secret. It'll be no different than telling all of Astra about it. That concludes today's interactive event, everyone. It's time for our lovely starfish to go home for some well-deserved rest. It's also time for you kids to go home. Remember, not to play in the streets on the way back. But it's still so early. I don't want to go home yet, and you still haven't told us a story yet. Your stories are always so much fun, Maya. I want to hear one too. You promised us a story last week, but it looks like you already forgot about it, Maya. Oh, is that so? I really must have forgotten, sorry. Come sit with us, Maya. Alright, I'll tell you a story I read the other day, but after that you have to go straight home, deal? Deal! A long, long time ago, there was a boy who got lost during his travels. Well, Jenna probably didn't know when I would be coming looking for his message. Rather than entrusting it to the traveler, she most likely chose someone who is almost always at the aquarium. Aside from Maya, the only other person who fits the bill is the proprietress. Once she's done telling the story, I'll try to bring it up discreetly. He traveled through dense forests and empty deserts and even reached the shores of the sea at the edge of the world, but all the while he could never figure out which direction he was going. He sounds kinda silly to me. If I were him, I would bring tons of maps with me so I'd never get lost. I see. You like to prepare for everything, don't you, Scado? But the boy in this story wasn't so fortunate. Even though he was usually surrounded by his friends, there were some journeys that he had to face alone. But thankfully, a little kitty cat appeared to save him from his loneliness. It was a very friendly cat. With nothing else to do, the boy decided to play with it. So the two took a stroll across the beach and watched the foamy waves breaking over the coral reef. They watched as flying fish leaped out of the water with a whistling noise. They rolled in the sand and laughed as they watched a bumbling crab stagger back and forth. At the end of the day, they curled up under a palm tree and let the soft breeze carry them off to sleep. That sounds so nice. When the little boy woke up, he was shocked to see a small town before his eyes. I say it was a small town, but it was as bustling as a big city. There were weapon shops, item shops, and all kinds of inns. The streets were full of brave adventurers equipped with all kinds of weapons and armor, as well as travelers in wonderful attire. In fact, there was a sea monster lurking somewhere in the town. During the day, everything was perfectly peaceful, but at night, a wailing sound could be heard coming from the sea. It was such a terrifying sound, so everyone thought it was the cry of a sea monster. That must be why there were so many adventurers in town. I bet they thought that whoever defeated the monster could claim its treasure. That makes sense, since there are a lot of people who think like you, Fruit. But why there were so many travelers too? If there was a monster in that town, I'd never want to go there for anything. Maybe it was because the monster never showed its real face, even though its cries were so scary. No matter how many people showed up, it never appeared before anyone. Although there were plenty of people who claimed to have seen the monster, the rest of the town found out they were all lying. So the rumors surrounding the scary monster only got worse. Hey, I've read that story before too. If I remember correctly, it ends with the boy and a cat discovering a hidden cave. Instead of finding a sea monster in there, all they found was a little girl crying by herself. She had no family or friends, so she spent every single night crying alone in that cave. Her quiet sobbing echoed through the cave until the whole town could hear it, which was how the sea monster rumors got started. The little boy cheered her up and promised to be her friend. After that, the village never heard the sea monster at night, but... Huh? She's already at this part of the story? Unfortunately, I don't remember the rest of the story. I knew it! This isn't surprising at all. It's fine, we're used to it already. We all know how bad Maya's memory is, after all. Sometimes she even forgets things that happened 5 minutes ago. It really makes us worry. Haha, I'm not really sure how to proceed. What would you kids do if you were in the little boy's shoes? Oh, I know. I'd go straight to a weapon shop to buy a new sword and shield. I don't like fighting, but I would buy some healing potion just to be safe. You both make good points. I'm sure the little boy thinks that way too. Not at all. And when did it turn into a high fantasy story? After buying a full set of gear, the little boy departed for the sea monster's lair and challenged it to a final battle. He underwent years of training and overcame countless obstacles. This story only takes place in a small town, though. The massive sea monster finally acknowledged the boy's power and bravery, and so it rose from the depths to accept his challenge. You wish to claim my treasure, then you must first defeat me in battle. The sea monster laughed arrogantly at the little boy. I've definitely read these lines somewhere else before. She's starting to tell a completely different story. Wow! And so the boy drew his blade and engaged the enormous beast in one final battle! With an Eclipsite. Because of course. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. Boom. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to go around. Just a chain should be enough. Especially full chain. With Fia's bouncing and Azure's double hit. Double chain, rather. And 2, business opportunity. Sane's purpose is revealed. She is here to inspect the industry for Nina, but how could Maya, who loves children, agree to this? Oh, straight into combat, eh? Well, they are not placed favorably, I'm afraid. Oh, well, I guess Franco just solved that problem. Sure, place Kylo here. Kilo, sorry. It's not Kylo Ren. Yep. Sure enough. Easy as pie. Yeah. That'll do. Azure is a beast. As the children cheer excitedly at Maya's story, a few more people enter the rest area. Looks like we can take a quick break over here, Sadie. But we still haven't found any clues regarding the terrible thing happening here. It may seem calm and peaceful around here, but someone might be in desperate need of our help right now. We can't afford to slack off. I know how you feel, but you've been running around ever since you woke up this morning. We almost searched half of the city for signs of danger. At this rate, we'll burn out before we manage to help anyone. Balancing work and rest, staying in top physical condition, that's how idols stay on top of their games. And I'm sure the same applies to swashbucklers. Goldie. What is it? What you said just now. It was actually pretty cool. I understand. I'll go rest as hard as I can right now. Sure. Let's just spend the next few hours regaining our strength. We've already scouted out Harbor City during the day, so maybe our next move is to watch over the city at night. After all, lots of things only show themselves under the cover of darkness. I couldn't have said it better myself, Miss Goldie. Sanae, you would do well to conduct a nighttime observation as well. Understood. As soon as we get back... No, I'll get started on planning my new investigation task right now. I meant to ask you about it before. What exactly are you two investigating? What new industry is Nina trying to break into? Hello, welcome to the stream. I ask that you refrain from looking to me for answers, Sanae. This is your task, after all. Okay then, allow me to explain. Well, you see, Miss Nina says that a real business person doesn't stick to just one industry, and so she wants to create a chain of businesses by expanding beyond the haunted house. Plenty of changes have been happening here in Harbor City, so Miss Nina asked us to come and look for potential business opportunities, like purchasing a well-known aquarium and using it to train new employees, then opening a similar one in Ambreton, or something like that. The idea of opening an aquarium in Ambreton fills my head with some pretty scary images. Don't you think you guys should reconsider? Ambreton has never had anything like that before, as far as I know. That's what makes it such a unique opportunity. Ambreton is also close to a body of water, so it makes sense. It's not you guys that I'm worried about, but your future visitors. But Miss Nina is adamant about establishing this chain of businesses, which is why I have to... Anyway, I still have to ask if they want to sell the aquarium. We'd never do that. Maya, weren't you telling those kids a story? Oh, they already went home. I know what you two are after, but this aquarium exists to bring a smile to every guest who comes through its doors. It's a place full of fond and happy memories, and it matters a lot to people here. No amount of money could ever buy it. I'm sorry. Now you're being rude to our guests again, Maya. I don't think I said anything wrong. You think so too, don't you, Miss Talandine? After all, you're the one who has given up the most for the sake of this aquarium. Now I'm glad you think so highly of me, Maya. But we still have to make some money. How else can I take care of you and the rest of our friends here in the aquarium? They've already been forced out of their homes in the sea. All I can do is make their lives as comfortable as possible. I've been doing my best to make money and take care of everyone too. Just a second, please. Take a look at this, Miss Talandine. I've already made 233 nitium for us. That's incredible, Maya. I'm sure the piggy bank in your room has been fed well too. Hehe. If you ever run into any money troubles, you can always count on me to help, Miss Talandine. I don't mind giving you every last item if it's for the aquarium. Thank you, Maya. I'll be counting on you. Just leave it to me. My, how very surprising. Did you say anything, Minos? Nothing at all, my dear friend. Pay me no heed. I'm simply taking a few inconsequential notes. After all, observing the local cultural environment is also part of our investigation. You're as diligent as ever, Minos. But of course. And 3. Memory. You just realized Maya's forgetfulness might not be that simple. She even forgets the fairy tales she wrote herself. Is this really alright? We really should have brought... what's his face? Gilles. Yeah, Gilles from the True Order. He's a storyteller. Since everyone has already gathered here, perhaps it's time to make good on my word. Would you care to join us for lunch? Sure, I was just starting to feel hungry too. I have no idea what Harbor City's food is like, but I'm really looking forward to trying it. Maya, let's show our guests to the restaurant. Okay, right this way, everyone. Are we going to, Minos? Please do not concern yourselves for our sake. Sana still needs to compile her report for this morning's findings. Once she finishes her work, I will escort her to the restaurant. Please enjoy your meal. Huh? I mean, yes, we'll be along shortly. Keep up the good work, Sanae. I'll do my best. We'll see you guys in a bit then. Wait, which way did Maya and Stellandine go? Beyond the shark exhibit to the left is a staircase. Follow it up to the second floor and turn left. Then you will find the restaurant. Thanks, Minos. Turn left on the second floor. Huh. I wonder why Minos knows how to get here. Ouch. Maya, I'm sorry I didn't see you running this way. Are you okay? I'm fine. Besides, I should be the one apologizing. I was so busy leading the way that I forgot to see if you were still following. With a start, Maya suddenly pulls out her notebook and flips through it frantically. Oh no, where did I write it down? What are you looking for? I'm so sorry, sir, but it looks like I forgot to write down your name. I don't think you'll find it in your notes. After all, I still haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Engius, and I'm a Caelestite. It's a pleasure to meet you, Maya. I'm Maya, a trainee working in the aquarium. And now that we've introduced ourselves, that makes us friends. This way, Engius, it wasn't easy, but I saved the best seat in the house just for you. Wow, I can see the entire tank from up here. What an incredible view to go along with our lunch. The restaurant is so big and luxurious too. Is this really a part of the aquarium? You're very perceptive, Engius. Strictly speaking, this restaurant does not belong solely to the aquarium now. Due to the rapid development of tourist resorts in the area, some of the smaller local businesses have suffered serious financial setbacks. To alleviate some of the strain, a number of business owners have decided to band together to compete in a burgeoning tourism industry. This restaurant is just one of those endeavors. Everyone works really hard for this restaurant, and the food here is amazing. On my first day here, I was determined to eat every single dish on the menu. But up until today, I've only been able to try a few of them. There's still plenty of time, Maya. No need to rush. Now then, what should we eat today? That depends. What did we eat yesterday? I didn't write it down in my notes. Did I forget to do that too? Oh well, order whatever you like. I'll go ask one of the servers about what you ate yesterday. Oh, you don't have to do that. It's not a big deal or anything. But you set a goal for yourself, didn't you, Maya? It's no trouble at all. Even if you forget your orders, the restaurant has a menu just for you, actually. You're always so willing to help everyone, so if they want to help you realize your goal too. I'll be right back. Miss Stellandine is such a nice person. Right? She's the nicest person in the whole world. She's so kind and gentle, and she personally takes care of every single animal in the aquarium. Not only that, but she told me the aquarium could be my home when I didn't have a place to go. Huh? So, does that mean you're new here? Seriously, Angius, I know I'm forgetful and kind of a klutz, but I'm not completely helpless, you know? If I had been here for a long time, do you really think I would stay with a trainee? I could say a lot more about this, but you do make a pretty good point, Maya. You seem to be really popular around here. Even though your poor memory kept you from remembering the ending of your story, the children loved it all the same. Huh? What story? The one you told the kids in the rest area earlier? Oh, did I really tell them a story? You mean you already forgot? Well, it doesn't look like I wrote it down in my notes. If you had to write down every little detail like that, I don't think a single notebook would be enough for one day. But you still remember the story, so you can tell it to me. Please, Angus, I really want to hear it. Too close. I'll tell you the story, but just give me some space. Let's see, it was about a little boy who fought Eclipsites. Because what else would the boy be fighting, right? Oh, they are spread apart. Me no like you when they spread apart. Because of the cluster damage from pretty much everybody. Gets way spread apart. Oh, and they have shields to boot. Great. I can do this, I guess. Oh well, that was quick kill. And can I reach this one? No, not really. That's a shame. Kylo can reach. And do nothing. Okay, that's better. Yeah, Franka's gonna take care of it. Ah, spread apart again. This team really doesn't do well with enemies that are spread apart like this. Does really well with clusters. Not with spread enemies. Okay. That worked. What an exciting story. Did you come up with it again, Maya? Astounding! You can read minds? No, Maya, it's just that your stories are so very special. No matter what happens in them, or if the characters are good or bad, your stories always end with everyone coming together and living happily ever after. Well, that's just how fairy tales are supposed to go, even the ones I make up. I suppose you're right. Besides, even if you read a sad story, you'll forget it by the very next day. Still, Maya's forgetfulness is a lot more serious than anything I've ever seen. Shouldn't we be more concerned about it? Perhaps, but I took her to see a doctor and her health results were perfectly normal. The doctor couldn't identify the source of her forgetfulness either. It can't be easy living like this. No kidding. How else are you supposed to keep up with a manga if you can't even remember what happened in the last issue? And what about all the cool things you've seen in life? No experiences in the world amount to much if you can't even remember them. Sadie, you shouldn't talk about Miss Maya like that, or anyone else for that matter. It's rude. Nah, you're right. Sorry about that, Maya. Poor Miss Maya. Hey, we're not supposed to talk about people like that. I know, but when I think about how hard her life must be, Miss Maya, why don't you become a maid like me? The work can be a little tough sometimes, but you'll always be surrounded by good people. Thanks, everyone. Well, I don't really know what's going on. You all seem really concerned for me. But you should know, I'm actually really happy here. See, if something important happens in my life, I always write it down in my notes so I don't forget. I got lost yesterday while walking around. A sweet old lady in an apron helped me find my way and even gave me an orange. That's because you saved her grandson from drowning in the ocean that day. She was thanking you, Maya. The day before that, I forgot that our fridge was broken, so I couldn't make any ice for some of our animals. But thankfully, a kind snack vendor gave me a big packet of it. I remember that as well. You were helping him attract more customers since his business was doing so poorly that day. You came up with some really over-the-top ideas too. Last week, when I lost my flowchart for an interactive event, the children teamed up to help me run the show. It was incredible. No one was willing to participate at first, but thanks to Maya's ability to work so well with children, the event became a smashing success. And the week before that, and last month, and even last year. Every page of Maya's notebook is full of bright and positive memories. She describes these colorful moments of her everyday life with perfect clarity. Suddenly, a card falls out from the notebook's pages. Scribbled on it are a few lines of writing. Though the handwriting is childlike in appearance, it carries a certain gravity. What did you record on that card, Maya? Oh, this? It's me! You? That's right! Whenever something super duper extra important happens in my life, I write it on this card and read it every single day. Even though I can't remember anything written on it, these memories are a huge part of me. Maya gently picks up the card and closes her eyes. Clearly, she has no need to look at the card to know what it says. Elvis wishes me a long and happy life. Miss Stellandine gave me a home in her aquarium. I love everyone here in Harbor City. Oh, Miss Maya. If you ever want to visit Ambreton, I'll make sure to take good care of you. It's the least a swashbuckler could do. I think you have the potential to become an idol too, Miss Maya. Wanna give it a shot? Wait, I just said that I really enjoy my life here. I don't want to go anywhere else. Miss Stellandine, she brought up someone named Elvis just now. The city lord, yes. He was kind enough to take care of Maya in the past, since she had no parents to speak of and her memory was still unreliable. This much was known to everyone in town. She was also known for running about town and lending a hand to anyone in need. For that reason, some of our town's residents took to calling her the Pauper Princess of Harbor City. When Harbor City fell under attack during the recent crisis, Maya appeared to have vanished as well. No one knew if something had happened to her or if the city lord had something to do with it. Since she can't remember anything about it, discerning the truth is all about impossible now. All I know is that few days after the incident, she suddenly showed up at the entrance of the aquarium asking for a job. Seeing that she no longer had a guardian, I offered to let her live here and work here as a trainee. I never did anything particularly special, yet she writes about me as though I'm some sort of a saint. Honestly. Elvis used to look after her. Could it be that Jenna chose Maya to be his messenger? Miss Stellandine, I might have a way to help Maya recover some of her memories. Really? Yes, and I think there's a good chance that it'll work too. I see. As much as I would like to accept your offer, as Maya's temporary guardian, I think she should be the one to decide. Yeah, we have the Force Boosto and other mental powers. We could enter her brain and figure out what's wrong, if anything. ST2, a story. You say you can help me recover my memories? I had no idea you could do something so amazing, Angius. As a Celestite, I can use my psychic abilities to connect with people's minds. I still haven't fully mastered my powers, but I can definitely use them for something like this. By delving into your memories, I might be able to find something that you have no way of seeing for yourself. The power to connect with people's minds, is that what it is? Yeah, more or less. Let me just look at my notes one more time. Sorry, but I can't do that. Huh? Is it because there's something you don't want me to see? No, that's not it. It's just that I'm not supposed to disturb my ancestor's dream. Your ancestor? That's right. My forgotten memories are probably with my ancestor right now, along with my parents. That's why I'm not really rushing things to get them back right now. It feels a little lonely sometimes, but I can bear it. Because one day, when my dream finally ends, I'll be able to regain everything I've lost. Maya, what are you talking about? You mean you don't know, Angius? This whole world is just a dream. What do you mean? We're clearly in the real world right now. Pinch your cheeks if you don't believe me. And even if we were in a dream, whose dream would it be? Yours? A dream's just a dream. Yours is no different than mine or anyone else's. My parents saw me in their dreams, which is the only reason I'm here in the first place. My ancestor is also watching over me from within the dream. So you think we're all just characters inside of some dream, Maya? Of course not. Everyone's just living in a bubble, that's all. As for those important people we've lost, they're living in the sweetest dream of all, taking care of us. So who exactly is your ancestor? The progenitor of my entire bloodline, an undersea guardian whose gaze sees beyond the flow of time. Or at least that's what my ancestor just said. That's why I shouldn't disturb the other world for something as little as getting my memories back. I definitely shouldn't disturb my ancestor about it either. I still feel pretty lost right now. I'm sorry. But what I do understand is that there's something more important to you than retrieving your memories. Even though I'm really curious to know more about it, I won't force you to do anything if you're not willing to do, Maya. And yes, I really like you. Huh? No, wait, I'm still... We've been over this before, Maya. You can't say things like this to boys so casually. I also really like you, Miss Talandine. Oh, you sweet child. Never mind, there's still work to do this afternoon, so try to get some rest now. But I want to listen to a fairy tale. Since I've already forgotten the story from this morning, listening to a new one is my way of resting. You really seem to enjoy fairy tales, Maya. That's because they're records of different dreams. And I love seeing all kinds of different dreams. Records of dreams, huh? Alright then, I do happen to have a story worth telling right now. It's about a little girl and a hopeless dream. Yeah, you're the best, Miss Talandine. Once upon a time, there was a girl who lived under the sea. The sea provided all kinds of things for her, delicious food, bountiful treasure, and all the toys and amusement she could ever want. But there were also many things missing from her world, like fire and noise and love. One day, during a dangerous storm, the young girl rescued a young prince who had fallen from his ship. Naturally, she fell head over heels in love with him. Wow, a prince from the land and princess from the sea. Ariel, Little Mermaid. Soon after, the prince's crew pulled him back onto the ship, and they returned to their kingdom. A long time passed, but the prince never came back. What? But why? So the girl paid a visit to the Witch of the Sea and offered her most prized possession in exchange for the power to walk on land. When she finally made it to the shore, she struggled to use her new legs, but she was determined to see the prince again. So she crawled until she could walk, and walked until she could run. Yeah, don't give up, princess, you can do it. But that was when the girl discovered something terrible had happened. In exchange for her new legs, the witch had taken away what she cherished the most, her memories of her beloved prince. She stood in a crowd of unfamiliar people, her lover's face and voice a complete mystery to her now. In fact, the girl began to doubt whether she had truly been in love to begin with. She had no way of meeting the one she loved ever again. What happened next? Nothing, my dear. This is how the story ends. Huh? But the girl hasn't found her prince yet. She didn't get her memories back either. She can't even remember what he looks like anymore. It's such a sad and hopeless story. You told it so well, Miss Talandine, but I can't help but feel sad now. Maya, I feel the same way. Why does life have to be so unfair to that poor girl? Sana, everyone else, how long have you guys been here? Ever since the story started, of course. See, Sadie's pulling her hat down because she doesn't want anyone to see her tears. I'm not crying. This is just how swashbucklers show their respect and gratitude. Uh-huh, whatever you say. Still, I'm surprised so many people haven't heard this fairy tale before. I always thought it was a pretty well-known story. I'm only interested in swashbuckler stories. If there were any swashbucklers in her world, I'm sure they would help her get her memories back in an instant. You're right, but even without a hero like that, I'm sure someone would be willing to help her. Fairy tales aren't supposed to have sad endings. Oh, my sweet summer child, you have not read the fairy tales of the Grimm brothers. But it's possible that the prince already forgot about her. In fact, he might have already married another princess. Meanwhile, the poor girl was left all alone on the shore. It's so tragic. Sana, it's just a story, you know. Oh no, Sana won't stop crying. Do something, Manai, please. Why did the girl have to pay such a terrible price? That witch is nothing but a big meanie, and why didn't the prince ever come looking for her? Why are you making it worse, Manai? Suddenly, a soft song begins to play. As light and distant as the gentle sea breeze, the melody rises and falls like waves rising from the quiet ocean floor. Every note rings out clearly from the conch in Maya's hands. For a moment, every person's mind drifts away to the tune of her song. With their hearts eased by the melody, they begin to forget all about their troubles. What a beautiful song. What was that just now, Miss Maya? I don't know much about music, but the song made me think about my favorite swashbuckler manga just now. I am deeply honored to have had the privilege of hearing such a splendid song. You're here too, Minos? Huh. When did Sana fall asleep? Maya's music has the power to calm people's hearts. It's especially useful in situations like this. I'm certain this child is having a wonderful dream as we speak. Yep, now that she's forgotten all about her sadness, she can finally relax. Young Sana has been striving to complete the task given to her by Our Lady. This is a perfect opportunity for her to get some rest. Behind the aquarium and the living quarters for her employees, there are plenty of rooms available. If you don't mind, she's more than welcome to sleep there. The rest of you are free to make use of those rooms as well. I believe I will do just that. Your hospitality is very much appreciated, Miss Stelandine. Mr. Angus, could you please help me escort Sana to her room? Me? Yeah, sure. You have my thanks. And for Crisis. After Minos tells you about the hidden dangers here, you decide to find and eliminate them. At this moment, Maya invites you to spend afternoon with her. What is this thing? Minos, was there any specific reason you asked me to help you? I beg your pardon? I could understand if anyone else asked for my help, but this is you we're talking about. For Minos, the all-powerful butler of the Anderson family, to ask for my help is just as unlikely as the Cloud Gardens being the exact center of the entire universe. I believe you regard me with far too much esteem, my friend. However, it is exactly as you suspect. You are aware of the conflict that recently befell Harbor City, yes? I am. It seems you are far more knowledgeable about the situation than you care to admit. Is it that obvious? I am merely making another small observation, nothing more. But I digress. In the last 10 years, City Lord Elvis sacrificed both blood and sweat in equally large measures for the sake of Harbor City. It was thanks to his efforts that this town became a place of such peace and prosperity. But in the wake of that recent incident and his disappearance, Harbor City fell under the administration of Lumopolis. It is for this exact reason that Miss Nina believes Harbor City is ripe with business opportunities. But it is also worth noting that when an organization is caught in the midst of turmoil, maggots are wont to breed in even the smallest corners. What are you trying to say? I'm sure you've noticed it by now, Mr. Angus. All sorts of strange and disturbing rumors have been circulating in and around Harbor City. I fear that the city's recent strife is to blame for them, and these foul rumors only serve to devalue Harbor City in the eyes of the world. Now that you mention it, Sadie and Goldie only came here from Amberton because they heard something disturbing about Harbor City. But even now, they still haven't found anything to substantiate the rumors. See, it's also strange. I'm not surprised that Sadie came for this sort of thing, but why did Goldie tag along too? Does she sense danger here too? Wait, my suspicions were correct last time, weren't they? This is similar to what happened back when I first met you, Minas. Are you telling me something terrible like this is about to happen again? Of course not. I am but a humble butler, not a prophet. Phew, well that's a relief. However, I did make a number of unsettling discoveries while conducting our business investigation. For example, there have been several instances of travelers disappearing in Harbor City. Furthermore, each of them expressed a certain desire shortly before going missing. Namely, that they wanted to go to the aquarium. This aquarium really lives up to its reputation, and if the fish are so lively in here, it's like they just pulled them out of the sea today. Ha ha. Hey, where is everyone? Hello? Is anybody there? I could use some help here. It's a little too dark in here. Aren't they supposed to have a lighted exit sign for people to see? Oh, I see a light over there. I'm pretty sure that leads to the lobby, so I'll just... What's that smell? Is someone there? Huh? What are you... Someone's dragging people into a dream? Maya's ancestor? Maybe. There can be terrible things lurking underwater. If there's one thing that Arcanites taught me is don't trust the ocean. Ocean is fucking evil. Kill. Ah, can't use it. Ooh. Something like that. I don't want to waste tiles. That's gonna be enough for a kill. Yeah. And I don't need Aurora time because we are... Oh. Yeah, we're doing next round immediately after, so Aurora time wouldn't have even carried over. That'll do. Bit of an overkill, but as they say, ain't no kill like overkill, eh? Ah, don't scare me like that, Minas. My apologies, I only meant to share the information I had acquired with you. The unadulterated truth is often the most terrifying. Have you heard this saying before? Compared to a superficial peace of mind, I feel much more comforted when I know the entire truth behind every detail. You must have nerves of steel, Minas. So long as my lady requires it, an entire city can be built upon my unmoving nerves. I can't tell if you're joking or not anymore. That hardly matters now. What really matters is have you gotten any rest during this brief respite? I have. Wonderful. It would be unforgivable of me to upset a dear friend of Miss Nina with my words. If you excuse me, I must attend to young Sanae now. Huh? I wonder why Minos felt the need to share all this with me. It didn't feel like he was trying to scare me or anything. Still, it's possible that all of the disappearances are somehow connected to the aquarium. Based on my experiences, whenever something strange like this happens, the first culprit I have to suspect is... Psychic Scun! Ah, no way. I didn't expect this, but I sense the presence of an Eclipsite in the aquarium. It's too faint to pinpoint its exact location. Where could it be? It disappeared? Wait, I've heard this song before. Maya? Shh. He's sleeping. Maya steps away to reveal a little boy sleeping on a bench. It's that kid from before. Fruit, right? Why hasn't he gone home yet? The whales here are his favorite animals, so he likes to sneak out after he goes home to come visit them. I usually find him hanging out in a whale exhibit around this time. Whenever I do, I just tell him another fairy tale and he goes right back home. I know all of this because I wrote it down in my notes. So what story did you tell him, Maya? Well, since I could only remember half of it, I had to fill in the rest by playing my conch. Now that you're here, you can tell us a story. But Fruit is already asleep. Didn't you know, Angus? They say you can still remember things when you hear them in your sleep, even when you hear them in your sleep. You just want to hear another story, don't you? Haha, guilty as charged. I think I'm starting to understand how Miss Stallandine feels. It's almost impossible to say no to Maya. Do you still remember the story Miss Stallandine told us earlier? What? Miss Stallandine told us a story? I should have known. That's okay, I'll just tell it to you again. Once upon a time, there was a girl who lived in the sea. She rescued a young prince when he fell out of his ship. Uh-huh. And so the girl made a deal with the sea witch, who gave her the ability to walk on land. But when the girl made it to the shore, she realized that the price she paid for her new legs were her memories of the prince she loved so much. How could this be? Weren't her memories won't she feel lonely? Don't worry, the story isn't over yet. Now, how did the rest of it go again? Right. Even after the prince returned to his kingdom, he couldn't stop thinking about the beautiful girl who had saved his life. So he returned to the sea when the two of them first met, but the girl was nowhere to be found. Even so, the prince refused to give up. He called upon the creatures of the sea and asked each of them if they knew where she went. First, he asked a whale. As if drawn to it, a whale appears on the other side of the glass and gracefully swims to and fro. Then he asked a flounder. In another tank, a school of flounders zipped past them. After that, he asked a crab. From a nearby beach exhibit, several crabs poked their heads out of the sand. Countless water sprites gathered quietly around Maya and danced to the melody of her conch. With their help, the prince journeys to the farthest edge of the sea, and there, on the beach, he is finally reunited with the girl who saved him. "Who are you?" she asks with a look of bewilderment. "I am yours at long last," he replies. "I love you." And the two lived happily ever after. The moment their hands touched, the girl's memories came flooding back into her heart. When it comes to fairy tales, love is always stronger than even the most powerful magic. It's the answer to every problem. Except Eclipsites. You gotta fight Eclipsites with impunity. And 5. Case. The nightmare scenario people often imagine exploded into reality, turning the aquarium into a real seabed. Survive among the vast ocean and sharks. That's a bit spoilery in it. What a great story! Could you tell me another, please? Alright, let's see. Attention visitors and staff. Due to an unforeseen emergency, the aquarium will be closing at an earlier time today. Please follow our staff members to the lobby as soon as possible. That was Miss Standing's voice. I wonder what happened. Now, a visitor has reported the disappearance of a friend. The aquarium is cooperating with the city guard to investigate the matter. Let's go take a look. Wait. Those Eclipsites better watch out. I won't tolerate any treachery in my watch. Sadie, relax. They might just get separated. We don't know anything for sure yet. If Super Swashbuckler Sadie can't keep calm in this situation, normal people will panic even more. Miss Standing, is everyone okay? Even though he's just a little kid, carrying him all the way here was torture on my arms and legs. Good. Maya and Angus are here as well. Where did this child come from? Maya says he sneaked in to see the whales. Just set him down in that chair for now. I believe everyone in the aquarium is now present and accounted for. Are you able to confirm that, Miss Talandin? I remember the faces of every visitor, but if you still have doubts, is anyone else missing a friend or companion? Everyone present glances around, shaking their heads. Nobody. Minos must know something. I should go ask him. Hey, Minos. Huh? Where did he go? He was just here a second ago. I saw him escorting someone down that hallway. Thanks, Goldie. You can leave this place to me. Now go do your thing. There's no way he would have left me behind without saying anything. The aquarium isn't that big. An adult couldn't have gotten lost in here for this long. Something must have happened to him. It's all my fault. I never should have insisted on coming here. Please remain calm. We don't know anything for sure yet. We should focus on searching for clues and finding your friend. Fortunately, a very helpful Caelestite has just appeared before us. I'm sorry? Minos asks the distraught visitor to return to the group and signals me to join him further down the hall. It's so dark in here. According to Miss Talandin, the lighting system has been malfunctioning as of late. She claims to have shut down the aquarium for maintenance in the past, so today's electrical problems were completely unexpected. Thankfully, only the main lighting fixtures in this hall have lost power. The ambient lights are faint, but they should suffice for navigating through the hallway. Anyway, I believe the last known location of the missing visitor was in this very place. What makes you say that? Please take a look at this pillar. What's that? There's something smeared on it. Wait, is this blood? Is there more in the area? Whoa, that was close. I almost slipped on this puddle. Watch your step, Minos. I could say the very same to you, Angus. Until this incident is resolved, please exercise the utmost caution at the scene. We must avoid damaging any clues or evidence. If you had taken one more step, you would have ruined that footprint on the floor. Oh, now you tell me. Wait, there's more than one footprint here. I'm glad you were able to spot them even in this lighting. But they're all mixed together. Based on the height provided by the missing person's friend, I can estimate their approximate shoe size. And judging from the way they overlap with one another, I can roughly discern the order in which they were made as well. Lastly, given the way the footprints lead past this blood-smeared pillar, it is highly possible that they belong to our missing person. That was fast. Still, there's something weird about these footprints. They look totally normal on their way to the middle of the hallway, but then they double back and turn into a complete mess. Almost as if the person who left them ran into something scary. I believe you have the makings of a skilled detective, my friend. I, too, made a similar observation. A normal person would naturally cry out for help when confronted with something terrifying. From the look of these footprints, I would assume he had enough time to shout. Unfortunately, my inquiries with the rest of the aquarium's visitors revealed that none of them were even close to this hallway earlier this afternoon. Those who had been through here reported nothing out of the ordinary as well, meaning that the missing person's time of disappearance cannot be determined based on our present knowledge. Actually, Maya and I were close by when it happened, but Maya was playing her Kong this whole time, which may explain why we didn't hear anything. I see. How unfortunate. It appears the current trail of clues has only led us this far. The footprints stopped just before they reached the end of the hallway, so where could this person have gone? I don't know, let's just use a psychic scan maybe. Wait, I just remembered something. After we finished our conversation earlier, I sensed the presence of an Eclipsite somewhere inside the aquarium. It was faint, but there was no mistaking it. Is it possible that there are hidden rooms and passages in this place, just like the haunted house? So they could lurk in the dark and come out when lights go out. The missing visitor ran into an Eclipsite and was attacked while attempting to escape.
いいわよ。ちゃんとお礼を考えておいてね。
霧は十分に濃くなった。
行くよ行くよ行くよ。今すぐここにサインを。フランク、狩りの時間ですよ。山猫は眠らないの。フリージングポイント。
1, 2.
私のこと忘れてないよね。ナイスバッティング。
3.
よしかかった。キャロ作戦。
4.
プラン B。
その君にもいつか。
There we go. That should be enough for this one. And this should finish the job.
少し暑いわね。
Right.
癒してあげるわ。契約成立です。今すぐここにサインを。フランク、狩りの時間ですよ。山猫は眠らないの。
No, that's not gonna reach.
フリージングポイント。よしかかった。キャロ作戦変更。プラン B。癒してあげるわ。行くよ。
霧は十分に濃く。その君にもいつか深海が見られます。
That's not gonna do much, is it? Maybe the chain.
少し暑いわね。泣きべそかかせてやりましょう。絶対ストライク。
Yeah, just about barely.
契約成立。今すぐここにサインを。フランク、狩りの時間ですよ。
Yeah. Until we searched every corner of this aquarium, I could not deny the possibility of hidden rooms existing within this place. However, we must face yet another pressing issue. Are we done yet? How much longer must we waste our time here? Just let the city guard deal with this. Handling cases of missing person is their job, isn't it? I understand your concerns, everyone. The city guard has already been notified, but it would be best if everyone remains here until they arrive. Honestly, there's something seriously wrong with this place, and I'm not sticking around to find out what it is. I'll make sure to tell my friends to steer clear of this place too. Please don't say that, Given the current circumstances, we simply don't have the time to conduct such a thorough inspection. The guests are starting to get restless. Please forgive me. What? Hey! What gives, Minas? Why'd you shove me like that? Is something wrong, Angus? Oh no, everyone's turning their attention towards me because I jumped in so suddenly. Sorry to interrupt. But I think I know a way to uncover the truth. Is that my voice? That's amazing, Angus! While everyone else was panicking, you were already hard at work trying to solve the mystery, huh? Your ability to take control of the situation is so impressive. Wow, Angus, I had no idea you wanted to be a detective instead of a swashbuckler like me. Now, just hold on a minute. That wasn't me. That wasn't me just blowing hot air. Hey, don't interrupt me. because I am about to point out the real culprit. What? Huh? Are you really surprised by this other side of you, Angus? Who do you think you are, pretending to be a detective right now? Read the room, you punk! Ah, leave him alone. He's just some kid. They all think I'm a nutjob now. But they're really... Minas? Psychic scan. What's going on here, Minas? I will properly apologize to you at a later time, my friend, but as a butler I'm not well suited to standing in the spotlight. For this reason I must ask you to cooperate with me much in the way that Manae does with Sanae. So you need me to act as your puppet? If you would, yes. Please listen, everybody. I discovered a few things in that hallway over there. So when you put all of it together, especially the bloodstain on the pillar, it's likely that the missing person was attacked. Starting this afternoon, no one has left the aquarium yet. That also means that the culprit hasn't yet left. In other words, the murderer is somewhere among us. Get real, kid. Are you seriously accusing us of something? Your attention-seeking has gotten way out of hand. Besides, do you honestly think you can build a case with such flimsy evidence? I knew it. I knew there was something wrong with this aquarium. Back when the Eclipsites attacked Harbor City, they must have turned some of the employees here into their own kind. What? I'm not an Eclipsite at all, and don't you dare point any fingers at Miss Stellandine or the rest of our staff. That's right, you can't just accuse Maya or Stellandine like that, especially when you know nothing about them. Angus, while I'm grateful for your assistance in this investigation, I must ask that you refrain from baselessly accusing our guests of wrongdoing. She's right, Minas. I told you I sensed an Eclipsite earlier. So doesn't that mean the culprit isn't one of them? Everyone's starting to suspect one another because of what you said. This is also part of the reason why I asked you for your cooperation. You are an intelligent young man, but your lack of skepticism can be concerning at times. Huh? Of course I can make those accusations. I'm a Caelestite after all. I'm also a close friend of Lady Caerline. The Knights of Lumopolis will be more than happy to verify all of this when they get here. As a Caelestite and a trusted ally of Lady Caerline, it's only natural that I would want to apprehend this criminal, don't you think? All I need to do is hold hands with everyone present, and my psychic abilities will allow me to find the true culprit. And what if you don't find the culprit among us? Then that would be the best possible outcome, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Of course it would be great if we could root out the culprit here and now, but if I don't find him among you, that just means none of you are murderers, right? So either I'll find the criminal or prove everyone's innocence. It's a win-win situation, don't you think? That actually makes a lot of sense. Here, let me go first. I suppose you're right. Alright, I'll cooperate. Wow, all these uncooperative people are suddenly lining up to help out. I know I'm supposed to be the puppet here, but Minos is leading the entire room by their noses. Also, it seems like none of them have considered the possibility that I don't actually know anything, or that I have no way of proving anyone's innocence. A natural response. After all, people become short-sighted quite easily during stressful situations such as this. When that happens, they only see things in black and white. But for the time being, please do not alert them to that possibility. Given our current circumstances, I believe uniting everybody under a common goal is of vital importance. I know, but they all want me to shake their hands now. Do I really have to use my powers on every single one of them? Not at all, my friend. After all, I simply wish to observe. Which of these people will behave abnormally at such a critical juncture? Sure, if someone doesn't want to shake hands, they're probably the culprit, right? Suddenly, the line of people wanting to shake hands stops abruptly. What's the matter, Maya? It's your turn, you know. That's right. Maya thinks that my powers will somehow disturb the ancestor. Don't worry, Maya, What's going on? Who turned out the lights? Stay in line and remain calm, everyone. Someone lock the entrance! We're all trapped in here now! Out of my way! No door can stand up to... Amidst the confusion, the sound of shattering glass pierces the air. Before anyone can react, the tank surrounding the aquarium's lobby explodes. The lobby is quickly inundated with cold water and countless fish. Ah. I'm suspicious of the proprietress by now. Kind of Maya, as in some sort of a split personality thing, maybe. To survive in the aquarium that has become a hunting ground, you have no choice but to devise a way to fight the suddenly appearing Eclipsites. Meanwhile, you also have to protect Stellandine. And just... Are you alright? Yeah, I just swallowed some water, that's all. Thanks for the save. Don't thank me, thank Goldie. Everyone got swept away when the tank burst, but she managed to fish the two of us out of the water. It was just dumb luck, that's all. I was the furthest away from the tanks when they exploded, so I had a little more time to react. But I couldn't see anything in the dark just now, so I held onto the two people closest to me. Luckily, as the current was sweeping us away, I also managed to break open the door to this rest area and pull us out of the water. That doesn't sound like dumb luck at all, Goldie. Anyway, how did all of this happen? Water continues pouring through the cracks in the door, gradually raising the water level in the room. I know it's an aquarium, but why does it feel like there's an endless amount of water here? Looks like this room won't last much longer either. So what should we do now? I think we need to find a way to regroup with everyone first. Help! Someone's in trouble! Don't worry, Super Sadie Swashbuckler 666 is on the way! Wait, we'll go with you. Over there, look! The water in the hallway is already at waist height. A group of visitors cry out for help from atop a floating piece of wood. Swimming towards them is a massive shark. Get lost, you big blowhard! Surprisingly, Sadie's attack forces the shark to retreat a few feet away. Don't worry, a swashbuckler always protects anyone in need. Here, Angus, grab onto this. Fishing net? Where did you get a hold of this? I nearly got tangled in it on the way here. I thought it might come in handy later, so I brought it along. Let's use it. Think we can pull this off together, Sadie? Of course! A swashbuckler never surrenders. Then on my count, 3. Sadie raises her baseball bat. 2. Goldie and I creep forward quietly. 1. You're out of here! The shark lands perfectly inside a waiting net. Well done, everyone. You hardly broke a sweat just now, Goldie. I'm really that out of shape. Come on, Sadie, let's get going. Suddenly, an enormous shadow appears in the water behind Sadie. Get out of there, Sadie! It's too late. Swift verdict. Fearless Manai! Our apologies for taking so long, everybody. I merely stepped away to fetch Sanae, but it seems a number of vile creatures have appeared in her absence. Minnow stands perfectly poised on top of a ribbon in midair and delivers a courteous blow. Under his left arm is a very distraught-looking Sanae. Please forgive me, I didn't mean to sleep through everything, but now that I'm here, I'll do everything I can to make things right. That's much better, Sanae. Now get started, if you please. Huh? Look out, everyone! More Eclipsites are on the way!
いいわよ。ちゃんとお礼を考えておいてね。
霧は十分に濃くなった。
行くよ行くよ行くよ。今すぐ。
Oh, that's gonna be easy. They're grouped up.
狩りの時間ですよ。
Yep.
山猫は眠らないの。フリージングポイント。
And they're large. And they're close.
その目に映るものは
私のこと。
Best possible scenario.
その目に君にもいつか深海が見られますよ。
よしかかった。
Tons of points of contact.
作戦変更。プラン B。
Yep, that'll do. No need for a chain even.
癒してあげるわ。涙の恥を教えてあげましょう。
Oh, well, you just had to spawn on top of my summons, didn't you?
必殺ストレート。こんな仲間の力。契約成立です。今すぐここにサインを。フランク、狩りの時間ですよ。
Get prankled. Get assured. Get, I don't know, killed. Can't exactly summon a kilo, but... There we go. Now we can.
その目に映る君にもいつか深海が見られますように。
This'll do. This'll do. It's finally over. Just how many Eclipsites are hiding underwater? It may not prove your theory of hidden rooms in the aquarium, but this is still a compelling piece of evidence. Is this really the time for that, Minas? Absolutely. Until the truth becomes clear, we mustn't lose sight of our investigation. Hey! I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that shark is heading straight for us. The sound of the fishing net snapping fills the hallway as the shark breaks free from its restraints. Further away, more and more dangerous-looking shadows appear under the water's surface. Behind us! And there are lots more of them! We're gonna get eaten alive! Does everyone still have enough strength to fight? I'm pretty tired, but fighting until the bitter end is the only way to go out. As long as a single fan is present, an idol can never show even a hint of exhaustion. Maids and butlers are no different. However, the familiar sound of a conch rings out. The rampaging shark turns abruptly and swims in the direction of the music. It appears we can lower our weapons now. Let's follow it. Reflected by countless pieces of shattered glass, a hazy, shimmering light fills the entirety of the aquarium. Maya's blurry figure can be seen standing at the other end of the darkened hallway. Entranced by the conch's beautiful melody, countless aquatic creatures of various shapes and sizes swim towards her. Maya! Stay where you are. Is Stelandine? And Fruit and the rest of the visitors? Thank goodness you're all right. You called this okay? Didn't you see that girl command all of those fish to attack us? It'd be fish bait right now if the aquarium's owner weren't here to protect us. The missing person from before was probably that girl's victim too. If you guys think you're so tough, go deal with her right now. Huh? Of course not. She's trying to escape. That was an interesting face. Wait, Maya? Can't move fast enough in the water. I can't catch up. Leave this to me, Mr. Angus. Please watch over the others on my end. Minos leaps deftly across the floating debris and goes after Maya. We can't keep staying here. We need to find a safe place for everyone to take shelter. The water still hasn't reached the second floor. We should try to make our way up there. I'm not going with you people. I have to go find Miss Maya. I'm sorry, little one, but we should really discuss this once everybody is safe. No way! You're a bad lady, so keep your hands off me. Allow me, Miss Stelandine. I know you're upset, little guy, but you have to stay positive in times like this. If you don't smile when things get tough, you won't stay happy for very long. Hello, welcome to the stream. But they said all those mean things about Miss Maya. I know, and that's no way to talk about anyone, but you don't agree with them at all, do you? Huh? Do you believe me? I'm not sure, since I just met her for the first time today. So, Fruit, please tell me and everyone else why Maya would never do anything bad. Okay. Looks like everything's fine now. Let's go, Mr. Landin. I'll try to keep my distance. The kid seems to dislike me. Maybe he's just anxious because he's close to Maya? Actually, it's the same for me. I really can't believe that Maya is a bad person. She's just a bit clumsy. But she's a good girl, no doubt about it. There must be some misunderstanding, but hopefully Minos can set things straight. Stelandine? Is this the only way to reach the second floor? Yes, why do you ask? But Goldie and the others have disappeared. In our surroundings, looks like everything's been distorted somehow. That's very concerning, yes. Are you alright? You look really pale. That really looks like a face. To tell the truth, I don't feel so well. But I'll be fine. Please go on without me. How could I do that? Come on, I may not be the strongest, but I can definitely help you walk. What is this? I think I sense an Eclipsite. Is Maya like half Eclipsite or something? Is her grand ancestor or whatever an Eclipsite? And 7 Mirage. It seems that Maya is the instigator, but when you try to stop her, she summons a mystical dragon that pulls you into an illusion. Way to spoil the stage, mate. My cat came here to meow at me. She wants attention and she wants it now. La la la. Miss Goldie, have you discovered anything? I have. The second floor isn't flooded and no one's quarreling either. We just need to locate the exit to get out of here. No, I'm not talking about that. I guess she's trying to say that all the people who were following us have disappeared. Huh? They're really gone. Hello? Angels? Fruit? Miss Talandine? The only response is an echo. Yes, please. Something about it feels different now. The atmosphere, it's so intense now. I know, right? It's like the sudden change in the art style. This is very like the order, the true order thing they have with their like GLS's stories and going between like dimensions and shit. There are super creepy images on the glass, and it feels like a monster could jump out at us any second. Hehe. Stop scaring yourselves like that. No matter how terrifying it may seem, it's still just an aquarium. Don't you remember what Miss Maya said? This is where we experience dreams, and once you realize that, there's nothing to fear. This place is more like a nightmare now. Let's sing then. Singing from the heart has the power to pierce through the darkness and nightmares. I was truly overjoyed to read that in papers after the last concert. Anyway, let's start gathering up our lost companions. Please wait. Over there, Eclipsites. What do you want from me, cat? Just hang on a little longer. That Eclipsite is definitely somewhere nearby. Okay, thank you. This place is different from before. It feels like a maze now. Ah! Look, it's Sana and the others. Peerless Manai! Ah! Miss Stellandine! Wait up, Sana, it's us! Oh, do we, like, see each other as Eclipsites, or... Huh? How could this be? It hurts. Oh, she is an Eclipsite. How could I attack you like that? I'm sorry, I thought you... Are you alright? Please don't touch me. I'm really, truly sorry. I'm stuck with an Eclipsite just now. That's the sound of Maya's conch. She's close. Please stay still for a while. Sadie and Miss Goldie are gone. They must have been attracted by the sound. I stay here and protect Miss Talandine. Please go help them, Angius. You go as well and take care of Maya. I'm heading over then. Is this like... I don't know. Maya... placated an Eclipsite Stellandine into being a normal human being instead of a monster, or something like that. Ooh, her magic conch. The sound of the conch feels completely different. Ugh, just hearing that sound makes my mind go hazy. Maya, what are you? You truly are no different than the heroes of classical dramas, my friend. When you put it that way, it makes me think you really need my help again. It is as you suspect, yes. It shames me to admit it, but I could barely do battle while resisting the effects of her conch's illusion. Maya! Don't worry, Minas. I'll protect your mind while you fight. I trust your ability and judgment, so just focus on getting close to Maya. Psychic scan! I can hardly afford to disappoint my comrade now that he has placed so much faith in me. Forgive me, Miss Maya, but I must ask for your cooperation now. Stay back! Please lower the conch, and I assure you that no harm will come to you. I don't understand what's happening right now, but I can't. I need to... Come here. Come here. Here. You're getting pet. You're getting pets, and you maybe will shut up after you get pets. That's what you wanted. A hug, a cuddle. Yeah, that's what you wanted. A cuddle and some scratches. Nope. Enough? Already? Are we done here? Oh, okay. Sure. You wanna go somewhere? You wanna go somewhere? Then be my guest. Be my guest, please. Okay, on my bed. Sure. At least she's placated for now and shouldn't be meowing at me so aggressively. Ah, the psychic attack suddenly got stronger. Ah, my head. It appears I must fight seriously now. Forgive me, Miss Maya. I will offer you a proper apology once this is over. Swift verdict. Wait, don't! I can't bleed. I'm not supposed to. Please help me, ancestor. I can't bleed. I'm not supposed to. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, and I kept forgetting to grab screenshots of the CGs. We only had one more so far, so not much of a loss. Suddenly we hear a long and clear chant, boundless and substantial, yet fleeting and ethereal. All contradictions are simultaneously validated in this single moment. Countless colors flicker and converge behind Maya. How magnificent. I had never laid eyes on such a fantastical creature, yet as soon as I did, I somehow understood it. It is something born of fantasies, dreams, and the endless projections of thoughts. An ancient phantom that could shatter reality with ease. With a single breath, this ephemeral dragon could reshape all of existence. Is this an illusion, or have we really arrived somewhere else? This world must be Miss Maya's creation, a place where illusions and reality are one and the same. Please exercise caution. I doubt she created this space simply for us to enjoy the views. Yeah, and now she's cleaning herself on my bed.
行くよ行くよ行くよ今すぐここにサインをフランク狩りの時間ですよ山猫は眠らない
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And, sure. I should have started with that, then I would have been able to place Frankel and, whatchamacallit, and Azure's summon smack dab in the middle. Oh well. Not like it's gonna matter an awful lot, is it? Oh well. That's not very nice of you to surround me like that. Frankel. Nah, can't do that. Maybe Kilo will be able to defeat this one, yeah? Oh, well, now this is kinda useless. Oh well. Yeah, this'll do. Yep. Good job, Minos. Minos? Gone again. Huh? A cat? Are you trying to get me to follow you? Is this, what's his face? The guy who invited us here, stuck in this dream? Yeah? Yeah, probably. Fine, I don't know where to go anyway. Ugh. Ah, glub glub glub. He, glub glub glub, help! Needs you. I'm saved, thank you. The ground just vanished beneath me and I plunged into the sea. I thought I was a goner. What are you doing here, Miss Talandine? I heard the sound of a conch not long after you left, and the next thing I knew, I was here. With nothing but the ocean around me, all I could do was wait on this beach. That's when I saw you fall into the water. I was led to a strange place by a cat, then rescued after falling into the ocean. It's almost like a fairy tale. Maybe this is a fairy tale. It appears the power of Maya's bloodline extends far beyond calming the hearts of others. It can create powerful illusions as well. This may very well be the setting of another fairy tale. Still, I never imagined she would use her powers against others like this. There may be more to it than meets the eye. When I saw Maya earlier, she seemed to be worried about something. Ah ha ha ha! I think I hear someone singing. Look over there, Miss Standing, next to the water. That's the daughter of the ocean. You mean the mermaid from the story? She's beautiful. Hey, there's a ship coming. Could this be the part where the prince and the mermaid first meet? I wonder if that ship can get us out of here. Hey! This isn't working. It's like the people on the ship can't see us at all. I guess we just can't beat the mermaid princess in a contest of charm. Thunder? The sky has gone dark too. It's the storm in the story, huh? But the ship is fine, and they've even sailed up to her and tossed down a rope ladder for her. Amid the rumbling of thunder, I witnessed something inconceivable. The mermaid stretches out her snow-white hand and pulls her rescuers into the water. As screams fill the air, a foul stench rises from the water, which is slowly turning a deep crimson hue. When the blood finally reaches the shore, the gruesome scene suddenly disappears. Afterward, we find ourselves back in the aquarium, but a foul stench seems to linger in the air around us. What was that just now? That's not how the story goes. Maya is a pure-hearted child, so pure that she sees, accepts, and loves everything in the world exactly the same. It's possible that what we just saw isn't good or evil in her eyes, so even Eclipsites may somehow become her companions. Huh. Did she go bonkers because we were spying out an Eclipsite that was her friend and she didn't want us to get rid of it? Probably. In order to protect Stellandine, you have no choice but to struggle for survival in the increasingly bizarre and surreal aquarium. We can't stop now. Miss Stellandine, can you stand? I can't. Then I'll carry you. What? But you're not doing so well yourself, aren't you? Yeah, kinda. But I have no idea how many Eclipsites are still lurking around us, and I'm sensing a strange presence somewhere close by. I can't leave you here either. Just hold on to me and let me know if it hurts too much to keep going. You're such a kind soul, Angius. I'm sorry for getting involved in this mess. It's fine. I'm used to this sort of thing. Besides, I'm sure you want to preserve the aquarium more than anyone else, right? Yes, I'd rather not. Eclipsites! We'll have to go another way. Do you know where we are right now, Miss Stellandine? I'm sorry, but it seems the aquarium has been completely warped. The order of the rooms has been mixed up, so I can't even discern the direction in which we're heading. Guess we'll just have to take our chances. Look over there! Who is that? Hello, Help me! Huh? Wait, why are you running away? Don't kill me! What's going on? Is he being chased? Ugh. Yeah, people are getting mixed. Like, some become Eclipsites in somebody else's eyes. Some remain human. Miss Stellandine, do you smell something strange? Something strange, you say? I thought it was just an after effect of the mermaid illusion earlier, but I can still smell it now. It's a rotten smell, and it seems to be getting closer. Huh? Who's there? Sanae, you're covered in blood. Did you get hurt? Please tell me you're okay. Hehe. What's wrong, Sanae? It's just us. Whoa. Has this thing been following you all this time? Sorry, Mr. Landin, but I have to put you down. Please pass me the stick in the corner and stay with Sanae. Forget about me. Just run away. No way. I'm staying here to fight. Just because I'm usually standing behind everyone doesn't mean I don't know how to protect my friends. Ha. Ha! Huh? No way. Did they just one-shot an Eclipsite? Me? You're welcome. Sadie, so you're the one who took it out. Don't lose focus. There's plenty more where that one came from. You're out of here. I'll help out too. Here. Just because I'm usually standing behind everyone doesn't mean I don't know how to protect my friends. That was such a cool line. Goldie, Sadie, you two showed up in the nick of time. Idols and swashbucklers should never be late, you know. Now it's our time to shine.
いいわよ。ちゃんとお礼を考えておいてね。
霧は十分に濃くなった。
行くよ行くよ行くよ。今すぐここにサインを。
Ikuyo, 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 indeed.
時間ですよ。山猫は眠らないの。フリージングポイント。私のこと忘れてないよね。ナイスバッティング。
その目に映る君にもいつか深海が見られますよ。
Oh well, that was quick and painless and easy. Wish I had a way around you, but... Oh, I just might. Sure, let's suffer some burn damage. But at least we should be able to take them all out very quickly. Like so. Easy. Thank you for listening. We're safe now. Thank goodness you made it in time. I couldn't have done it without these visitors. They told us there were scary Eclipsites lurking in this direction, so we came to take a look. It must have been that guy who ran off just now. He took off as soon as he saw us. Have you been all alone this time, Angius? I've been with Sana and Miss Stellandine. I made them hide over there. Huh? Where are they? All I see is a puddle of blood. Miss Stellandine? Don't worry, I'll go lock the door. We're the only ones here now, so we're safe. Are you certain, Miss Stellandine? Of course. Then why do you look like an Eclipsite? Oh, well, my suspicion has been confirmed. Maybe. I don't fucking know, man. Could it be that Sana and Miss Stellandine? We can't rush to conclusions until we find them. Check every corner of the room. People don't just disappear without a trace, so there must be some clues. Gold is right. I'll search the hallway over there. And just wait. Wait, your back. There's something sticky on it. What are these? Shards? Looks a little gross. These shards almost feel like flesh. So when the sound drew everyone away, only you and I stayed behind. Were you the one who attacked me from behind? That's right. You're controlling all of these Eclipsites too, Miss Stellandine? So you figured it out, huh? Of course, because I'm quite skilled in manipulation. Those Eclipsites occasionally act like puppets. That's quite surprising, but it's too late now. I'm really starving. I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've had a normal meal. I don't want this either, but I just can't stand it anymore. I have a favor to ask. Please, be my food. Why must you resist? Why won't anything go my way? Forgive me, but I'm a maid of the Anderson family. I haven't completed the task Mr. Minas entrusted to me. Not to mention Miss Nina is awaiting my return. I still have friends I want to see again, so please, I cannot allow myself to be eaten by you. If you're that hungry, try eating yourself, darn monster. What is this crazy strength? It's like I'm facing a completely different person. But no matter how powerful you are, you're still injured. Attack! The Eclipsites charge into the room, but are thrown out just a moment later. Of course, none of them are breathing now. What? Under ordinary circumstances, guests should treat their host with the utmost respect. Since you attacked my family's maid, you left me no choice. For the sake of the Anderson family's honor and to quell my own rage, I must depart from my usual politeness. How meddlesome. Stand aside, you filthy beast. Huh, such cowardly creatures.
それで、お礼は考えてくれた?
Story 3, Heart's Desire. Sana, where are you? If you can't hear us, say something. Sana! Miss Maya, don't go! That voice. Fruit, Maya! Oh, Angius! You'll be safe here, Fruit. You'll be safe here, Fruit. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. I won't do it. I won't let you go. Did you find her? The girl who is controlling the sharks. Don't let her get away. Please calm down, everyone. Maya is... You guys don't know a thing about her. You're just a bunch of idiots. Rude. Miss Maya's the biggest fool of them all. She doesn't even know to look out for herself. She never did anything wrong. I'm sure she wants to catch the bad guy too. Excuse me, but wasn't Maya the one who returned all those fish to their tanks before they bit anyone? I'm from around here and I can vouch for Maya. For the last few years, all she's done is help people all over town. I don't think she could have hurt anybody. Hey, what's the matter with you people? Are you seriously standing up for her at a time like this? There's a way to find out once and for all. Minus, thanks for the assist. Not you again, kid. Wait, I remember you. You're the Caelestite. That's right, which means I possess psychic abilities. I remember you were the first one who shook my hand earlier. I already confirmed that you were completely innocent in this case. That's true. There's no denying the kid's talent. That also means I can prove whether or not Maya is innocent right now. I'm sorry, Maya. I know I said I wouldn't use my powers on you if you weren't okay with it, but I'm convinced you're a good person and many people feel the same way too. Will you let me do that, Maya? But listen closely, Maya. What I said just now was just to get those people to back off. So you're not going to read my mind? And I think it's because I believed in you from the very beginning. My psychic powers go both ways. Even I would have a hard time telling a lie when our minds are connected. Which is why I want you to look into my mind first, Maya. If you think I'm worthy of your trust, then please tell me your reasons for doing all of this. Is that really okay? It's up to you to decide. With a small nod, Maya quietly agrees. After that, she nervously held out a hand and let her fingertips touch. Mind the link! Under a dazzling sun, flowers turn into butterflies and flutter into the sky to snack on clouds of marshmallows. Countless iridescent bubbles drift across the sky, bathing the dream in their whimsical luminescence. So this is Maya's dream world. It's beautiful. But... oh man, why am I a frog again? Ouch, is this ball made of solid gold? Sorry about that, Mr. Froggy. Could I have my ball back? Thank you. What are you doing, Maya? You can't just go around kissing people. Hey, I'm back to normal. We can play together if you want. Come on. Suddenly we found ourselves sitting in a golden carriage drawn by 6 beautiful horses as they charge into an enormous bubble in the sky. There's the candy forest. The ground and trees are made of cakes and cookies, so eat whatever you want. Remember not to eat the gingerbread house in here or the witch will get angry. After eating our fill of sweets, we jump into the back of Snow White Swan and fly into yet another bubble. The palace is hosting a ball and everyone's invited. If we pick a few vines from the side of the road, we can weave together some outfits that shine brighter than the moon and the stars. After changing into beautiful new clothes, we clamber up a beanstalk and into another bubble. Together we zoomed through countless dream bubbles. There were mountains of gold and silver and even one made of glass. We also heard a concerto played by a donkey, a rooster, a cat and a dog. The 5 musicians of Bremen! I get the reference. Yeah! 5? 4. I can't count. Musicians of Bremen, in any case. Wait, there... Donkey? Yeah. Donkey at the bottom, dog on donkey's back, cat on dog's back, rooster on cat's back. Yeah, there were 4 of them. Shit, I gotta Google it. Sorry. Sorry for the disruption. How many were there? Oh, town musicians of Bremen. Die Bremer Standmusikanten. Grimm Brothers, of course. And there was 4 of them indeed. Okay. Now I get my story straight. And on the other side of the city is an all-knowing doctor. He knows everything about the world and can answer any question. Really? If we had a chance to see him, I won't ask him something. Can you tell me where to find the real Maya? How strange. A peculiar light flashes across Maya's eyes. When did you realize it? From the very beginning. When Maya told us her story, I thought it would be okay if someone remembered her existence. Maya said we became friends as soon as we introduced ourselves. So remembering her is the last I could do, right? A notebook shouldn't be the only thing that proves her existence in the world. But then, who watched over her before she met other people? In addition to my blood, my descendants also inherit the power to manipulate their surroundings and even reality itself. With the passage of time, my bloodline has weakened and my descendants can no longer control this power. Not only is she incapable of wielding my power, but our blood connection has also grown tenuous. This causes her to lose her memories and indulge in worlds of fantasy. If the wielder cannot command my power, it will also influence the people around her. Merely seeing or smelling my blood or hearing my voice will trap them in an illusion. So when Maya said she couldn't bleed... However, the situation in the aquarium must have something to do with Maya's power. If you're the ancestor she mentioned before, could you tell me what happened here? As I said before, my descendants lack the ability to control dreams. Nevertheless, she has accomplished all of this. If you are truly her friend, then you should know the cause of these events. You're right. May I ask you one last question? Maya's world is just like a fairy tale. It's a perfect place that has everything a person could ever want. But I noticed something strange while we were flying through all these dreams. Why didn't I see the ocean in any of them? You must have laid eyes on the sea by now. Side of the nightmare my descendants dare not see. I see. I understand now. Will you answer a question of my own? Of course, ask me anything. If I give you all my dresses, gems, and pearls, would you stay here with me forever? I don't want your treasures at all, Maya. I just want you to smile. And that's the truth, both here and in the real world. The long and distant chanting begins again. The dreamlike scene surrounding them turns to mist and gradually fades away, revealing the dimly lit aquarium once again. We're back. Huh? Why is everyone asleep? Ah, what a wonderful nap. Welcome back, Maya. I know I said all of that just now, but you don't have to force yourself to smile if you don't feel like it. It wouldn't be right if you did. Ever since that guest disappeared, you haven't smiled once. Not a real smile, anyway. I just don't know what to do anymore. So you knew exactly who made that person go missing all along. I want people to feel remorse when they do bad things. I sent her into that dream to repent until she's ready to make it up to everyone. I just have to try a little harder to preserve her dream. I'm sure she knows what she did was wrong, so please just give me a little more time. You can't erase other people's mistakes, Maya. And we can't live in a dream forever either. And in your heart, you know that already. It's why the aquarium returned to this state again. You still haven't mastered the ability to control dreams, which is why they turn scary whenever you force yourself to do it. I don't understand. Why would she feel sorry for her actions? Why does she insist on making us hurt each other? Maybe it's because not everyone is as strong as you, Maya. Is this me being strong? Even though I'm crying? That's not it at all. It's okay to cry and get angry when we feel pain or hopelessness. It's a perfectly normal reaction. Strong people don't become weak just because they cry. I don't understand. Then let me put it another way. If you ever find yourself in a serious trouble, for example, imagine if the aquarium started getting fewer visitors and was in danger of closing, what the first thing you'll do? Closing? No way! I would go out and find more guests if that ever happened. So, what would you do if no one in Harbor City was willing to visit the aquarium? Go someplace far, far away. I'll go outside the Harbor City on the other side of the sea or even the other side of the sky. I'll just keep looking. I'm sure I'll find someone who wants to visit us eventually. And if you fail? If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. And you wouldn't feel discouraged about that? I'll feel bad, but there will always be tomorrow. Besides, it's not like I'll remember anything. But I know that as long as I keep trying my hardest, I'll eventually succeed. Because that's just how the world works. And that's what makes me strong. Most people in the world don't dare to hope the way you do, Maya. That's because they live in a bubble known as reality. In that bubble, hard work isn't guaranteed to pay off, and miracles don't just happen because people believe in them. Some people never get to see a happy ending to their stories. They just suffer hardship after painful hardship. It would be such a heavy and difficult burden to bear, and there's no telling how long you would have to carry it. Sometimes they don't even know if these bitter stories will ever come to an end. Most people would buckle under the weight eventually, with no way of getting up and moving again. But I don't like that. Nobody does, Maya. So, those who find it impossible to endure any longer impose it on others. Huh? As long as someone else struggles for him, he can suffer a little longer. As long as someone else gets hurt in his place, he'll keep pushing forward. As long as there are people willing to share his burden, he might live to see a happy ending in his story someday. That person, he was like that too. He pushed his pain onto other people just to keep it going. She did a bad thing, something she should have never done. Well, I understand your desire to make wrongdoers repent, but those who commit evil are weak at heart, so they cannot bear the weight of their mistakes on their own. Even if it's saddening, we can only face them and seek justice. I'm sorry, Maya, but it's unattainable via dreams alone. Good people deserve to be rewarded, and bad people deserve to be punished. Even I know that. And that's the only way a story can reach its end. I've witnessed numerous sad dreams. Thank you for allowing me to witness such a precious dreams. Don't worry, Maya. I'll stay by your side, even though I can't do much to help. Now, this is already more than enough. I won't give up. I'll resolve things in reality so that everyone will smile again. I'm sorry, Ancestor. Please help me send everyone back. In the next moment, the darkened aquarium disappears like a popped bubble. Vaguely, I hear a voice somewhere nearby. Descendant of the Caelestites, I beseech you to protect my blood. She is a rarity, a person of pure and unattained sincerity. And so the distorted illusion finally came to an end. And 9, Curtain Call. The true face of Stellandine is finally revealed. Her obsession with the ode of love hides a bloody truth, and her sins, and put all this to rest. A lot of story stages, I noticed, in this event. When did I fall asleep? Huh? Everything's back to normal? The power is on and the aquarium is totally fine. Even the door is intact and nothing is flooded. Was it all just a dream? Oh, hey, are you alright? What's going on? I thought you went missing. Thank goodness you only have some light injuries. What the heck did you just experience? It was all an illusion, but thanks to Maya, no one else got hurt. I can't remember anymore. I'm sure Maya was puzzled by those cases and worked hard to solve them. So when she finally captured the culprit's malice, she recklessly cast that illusion. Maya was afraid someone else would get hurt, so she desperately used an ability that may even bring harm to herself, and that is why the nightmare remained only a nightmare. Did I manage to make up for some of that person's mistakes? Yes. Where's Miss Stellandine? How come she's the only one not here? Did something happen? There was a swarm of Eclipsites back there. That isn't necessary. I'm afraid she's the only one among us who doesn't have to worry about Eclipsites at all. Minas, did you know right from the start? You think too highly of me. I too gradually confirm my suspicions via certain characteristics. What are you talking about? I'm sure all of you have heard a fairy tale about the mermaid princess. Fairy tales may be a fantasy, they still have a side that's rooted in reality, metaphors or lessons. One of the ways to interpret that fairy tale is that it displays the form and habits of a type of marine life form. A creature that takes the form of a beautiful Aurorian uses its voice and appearance to attract sailors or visitors. Once its target has been enticed, it pulls the target into the ocean's depths, turning them into its food. So the mermaid princess is nothing more than a monster that hunts with desire as its bait. Don't tell me. So all the disappearances were caused by the creature that infiltrated our group? No matter how it changes itself, a monster will always... Shut up. Eclipsites! Shut up, shut up. No, that's voice. Miss Stellandine. Monster, creature, if you're hungry, you eat. It's the same for everyone. No excuse in the world will change the fact that you too rely on the flesh and blood of other living beings to survive. It's just our food differs. Then why have you held back until now? Even though you were fighting in an illusion, it was still worth studying. You're abnormally weak when compared to others of your kind. It's almost as if you haven't fed in a very long time. What? Did you really think eating enough Aurorians would allow you to live like one? I told you to shut up. As I understand it, creatures like you can read and learn from the memories of Aurorians that you've devoured. Yet you lack a comprehensive processing system, so the more you devour, the more chaotic the memories get. You should have never lived ashore, but Stellandine has existed for a long time. No, I should say you've been stuck for far too long. Not only did you leave the ocean and live like an Aurorian, but you've been refusing to feed for a long time. I really want to know, why did you do it? I won't. I see. You've forgotten. I have no other questions. In the end, you're still a pitiful Eclipsite. Why, you... Miss Stellandine! You've done many bad and unforgivable things, but I know you did sincerely desire to become an Aurorian. That's why I never sensed any malice. If you're still willing to change, then I'm willing to seek atonement with you. Miss Maya, she's an Eclipsite. So long as that remains a fact, we will always be enemies. I'm not trying to defend her or anything, but is Miss Stelandine really gone for good? That's enough. Miss Stelandine? Oh, Maya. What a huge fool. Huh? That's it. That's the expression that garners everyone's affection. It's so sad that I can't remember anything, but I know everyone will like me if I do my best in life. I'm sure you enjoy it tremendously, right? You must be so pleased with yourself right now. My pitiful yet adorable little Maya. But what was the use? In all your life not once have you done anything meaningful. But why are you the only one who enjoys everyone's love? Now, Miss Stelandine, please don't say things like that. That was the only reason I was so kind to you, so that the sting of betrayal would hurt even more. You silly girl, did you really believe a monster would have Aurorian emotions? You really fell for it, huh? Miss Stelandine, I can tell that you're still crying on the inside. A whale doll suddenly slams against Stelandine. Miss Maya is a much better person than you'll ever be. She tells us stories and works hard for the aquarium. Even though she barely remembers anything, she always finds me near the whales whenever I sneak out. But you never bother to remember any of our names. That's right. Maya treats everyone sincerely, but you shouldn't have disappointed her, Miss Stelandine. Receive your retribution, monster. Dolls, keys, and even stones from inside the aquarium pools. The visitors begin pelting Stelandine with any object they can find. My, what a touching scene. Then you can all die together.
いいわよ。ちゃんとお礼を考えておいてね。
霧は十分に濃くなった。
行くよ行くよ行くよ。今すぐここにサインを。
I'm thinking because there is, canonically, it was a kind of a fan creation, fan thing, but it became canonized that there is, in fact, an Eclipsite who's very Aurorian-like. Toto, yeah, the Eclipsite Toto. There was even a whole event about one of the Aurorians falling in love with Toto. And Toto is very... you know, Toto doesn't hurt anybody. So who's to say that Stelandine could not be like Toto? That was easy. It's over, Miss Stelandine. Both your life and your desires. Can I go to her? That's not advisable, Miss Maya. Go ahead, Maya. Thanks. This is unwise. Yet emotions sometimes clash with reason, Minas. That's true. Go on, Maya. I've been constantly emphasizing our stance against the Eclipsites. I'm aware, Minas. Miss Stelandine's crimes are unforgivable, and so we punished her. But to Maya, she's still someone important who once took care of her. Even if she defeated Miss Stelandine herself, she still cannot let go of those emotions. When it comes to us and the Eclipsites, we have no choice but to see things in black and white. If Miss Maya wishes to remain in Harbor City, these experiences will only taint her life here. Unless the stain is converted into pain, which would make her out to be an innocent victim who had been deceived all along. Wait, is that why you and Miss Stelandine just... Shh. No matter how metaphorical they are, fairy tales will always be popular among children. So long as the righteous triumph and the wicked suffer defeat, it should more than suffice as a happy ending. Overthinking will rob you of that pure joy. Miss Stelandine! I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Doesn't matter if it was your desire, pain, or something you've been constantly enduring. If only I had noticed it sooner, maybe I could have helped. You're such a fool. Don't you hate me after hearing all of that? Miss Stelandine gave me a home in her aquarium. I will never, ever forget. I'm very forgetful, so I refuse to just let go of anyone. I cannot even remember how many Aurorians I've eaten. I will help you atone. I killed them. It's none of your business. How will you even make up for the lost lives? I cannot bring back the innocents who have passed away, but I intend to help everyone overcome their pain. may it be prostrating to them or making amends for the pain they suffer, I will work hard to that end. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you're starving right now, you can have some of my flesh, Miss Stelandine. I will forget the pain and I will heal fast too. I only wish to cry my heart out for you, the one who once took care of me, and I'll make it up to everyone in the future. So, don't push me away. Shush. Don't say things like that. You have nothing to repay, my child. It is I who has a debt to repay. So, people really do speak sincerely when it's their last, huh? You're very much like him. Imposing, admirable. He ignored my singing and focused solely on fighting the storm. He looked absolutely handsome as he desperately steadied the ship amid the raging storm. I wanted to wait for his return, but he never did. I went ashore in search of him, but I couldn't find him. I ate many Aurorians and many new faces appeared in my memories. And the time passed. I could no longer tell which face belonged to him. I seemed to be still waiting, yet all my waiting was nothing more than a reverie. I will find him for you. No, you don't have to. Because I picked up a little girl outside the aquarium, a silly and naive little girl who never doubted anyone. A noisy little girl who would never keep quiet, and I couldn't help but worry. What would she do without me? I thought about it. I thought about being Stelandine and staying with my Maya. But I was so hungry. I was really starving. I knew that it would break my Maya's heart, but I'm just a monster that couldn't overcome its nature. The only way for me to survive was to eat Aurorians, and what came out of that? Ha! In the end, I lost everything. I really am a pitiful monster. If only I had the heart of an Aurorian, then I could have... This place, why, wasn't I... A storm, it can't be. Don't even think about overturning our ship, Storm. Brothers, let's show Poseidon how courageous we are. Let's cross the storm, heave-ho! Hey, get down there and secure that ship. And don't do anything else unless I give the order. Huh? The ship suddenly steadied itself. Perfect, let's rush out now. The ship gradually vanishes into the horizon amid the shrinking storm. Aren't you going to go after them? No. This way I won't make the same mistakes again, and I won't hurt that little girl again. I can extract that sailor's appearance from your memories. At least at the end you can... This is a dream that the child created for me, right? Yes. Am I dying? Yes. Good. A monster like me should die with regrets. I should atone for my sins by suffering eternal pain. Can she see me? No. Then tell her it was a sweet dream. So then... My words are met with sudden force pushing me away and a light splash on the ocean. Stelandine sinks into the water and her figure gradually blurs as the link is cut. She was born of the ocean, and now she seems to have returned to its embrace, motionlessly, just sinking and sinking to the bottom. Stelandine! Ignoring my calls and obstruction, the monster starts to sing while sinking into the abyss. A siren's song could deceive the mind and turn all who hear it into prey. But this melody harmed no one. It's just a sad and tender blessing from the icy depths of the ocean. My poor, adorable little Maya. May you live happily with those you love. Stelandine's body starts to fade into the aquarium's lobby. Is this true that I can sense the good and evil in a person? So even if I'm forgetful, I can't be deceived that easily. Miss Stelandine was an Eclipsite, but since the day we met, and even just now, she never had even the slightest malice towards me. So the very least I can do is give her a sweet dream, right? Yeah. In the past, she couldn't let go of her desire to survive, nor could she give up her wishful thoughts. But when she let go of it all and lost everything, she was still willing to give her sincere blessings. In my opinion, she repented, and so she was no longer just a monster. She desired the heart of an Aurorian, and now, at the moment of her death, she can gradually repay it all. In the silent depths of the ocean dream, suddenly a ray of dazzling light appears before Stelandine's sinking figure. A sailor reaches out to her from within the light, his handsome face clearly reflected in her eyes. Come with me! Okay. Stelandine smiles before completely fading away. Thank you, Angius. I don't know how to say this, but thank you for everything. Not all. I merely helped Miss Stelandine recall the sailor's face. Actually, it's you who gave Miss Stelandine salvation, Maya. Because love is eternal. Alright, my notes! I must write it down. As Maya fumbles for her notes, a card falls out behind its cover. Is that Jenna's origin deck?
それでお礼は考えてくれた？
Fourth story stage, god damn it. ST4 unveiling secrets. After the circus incident. Jenna! There won't be any more performances. And you could read minds, Jenna. No, it's because you would ask if someone sought your help. Let's leave Harbor City once the emerald is fixed. Huh? But so many are looking forward to the performance, and Elvis... Elvis is the reason we must leave. Come with me, Maya. My departure is set in stone, but you're new, so I'm not going to force you. So are you coming with us, or will you stay here instead? If I go with you, can I help you and Elvis? It seems difficult to me because you cannot control your power. See, I understand. I'll just stay here then. Elvis has always looked after me, and it's time I helped him look after Harbor City. I may not be the most reliable, but I promise to do my best to help everyone. Now that Elvis is no longer the city lord, he can't send anyone to protect you anymore. You'll have to live independently like you used to. I'm a hard worker, so I won't starve. Don't worry about me. I have heaps of work experience, though I seem to have forgotten it all. But Estelandine from the aquarium was really kind. I made a lot of money there. You should focus on more important matters, Jenna. Then I have a favor to ask of you. I don't mind even 100 favors. It's nothing grand. I just need you to pass a message. Well, I'm afraid I'll forget it. That's exactly what makes you so reliable. Live well in the aquarium. We'll come to see you someday. So, does that mean Maya was Jenna's messenger after all? A message? I don't remember anything like that. But I vaguely remember something about taking good care of this card. Have I forgotten something important again? No, I think it's part of Jenna's trick. Most only notice the water mysteriously vanishing from the cup, but in the eyes of a magician, it's simple as taking out the empty glass from under the table. I see. The riddle has always been right in front of us. No one but I could ever discover it. Andreas, are you going to pull something out? It's your memories. Oh, but don't worry. Jenna wouldn't just leave the origin deck behind. If I use it as my guide, I should be able to locate the message without touching any of your other memories. It's fine. Huh? Andreas, even though you decline nice clothes, gems, and even pearls, but you're always welcome to enjoy yourself in my dreams. The ancestors have permitted it. It'd be my honor. Then, mind link. Focus on the wave that syncs with the origin deck. Found it. You're the only one who could ever get here, so I'll get straight to the point. Elvis is awake. Though it was for just a moment and he fell asleep right after, it's enough to prove that the woman's treatment method is going the right direction. Elvis never considered the big picture. He just charges blindly on the side of even a glimmer of hope and leaves everyone behind. He's an absolute selfish yet righteous man. But I have no right to speak ill of him, because no matter what he does, I find it impossible to hate him. So my only option is to be his accomplice. I'll be taking him to the next step in his treatment. Celestite, I may need your help ensuring Elvis's consciousness remains intact. That's why I made Maya convey this information to you. Please keep it a secret from anyone connected to Lumopolis, including your companions. I'll find a way to contact you when the time is right. Is that all? No, there's one more thing. I'm not a great leader, so I thought about leaving the circus behind. It's a shame that the Emerald is so full of stubborn and inflexible people. They insist on following me, and if I add Elvis to the equation, well, the conclusion is we're leaving Maya on her own in Harbor City. I heard Elvis promised her father that he would always be there for her, so I have no choice but to ask you to help us with that. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Maya, are you really not coming with us? I'm gonna miss you. Let's stop here. Well, did you find what you were looking for? I did. Thank you, Maya. You really did me a solid there. Awesome. Anyway, now that Miss Talentin is gone, would you like to come with me? Though I can't give you the best, there are many empty rooms on the Colossus. I really like you, Angus. Huh? Where did that come from? But I also like Elvis, the sea, and Harbor City. And even if I must keep it a secret, I really like Miss Talentin too. For that reason, I want to stay and keep this aquarium alive. The aquarium will always be my home, and I will do my best to make up for everything and heal everyone's scars so that we can all smile again. Fine. If I ever encounter a doctor capable of treating your memory loss, you can be sure I'll bring them to you. Thank you. You really don't have to worry about it. I'm confident that I'll be able to live a better life. Also, I figured some things out. What is it? Hehe, I recorded it in my notes. I'll let you read it when we meet again. What's up with the highlighted eye? It's not the first time it appeared here. But it's a secret for now. The Knights of Lumopolis took over the remaining work. Those who stepped out were rewarded and left, and the exhausted visitors left after giving an account of everything they knew. As the employees left as well, Maya was left alone in the aquarium at night, and another who was silently making his way back. Hello, Miss Maya. Mr. Minas, what are you doing back here? Did you forget something? I just wanted to confirm something. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Then let me explain briefly. You told the children a story. It was about a boy and a sea monster in a small town. Did I tell a story like that? It sounds really interesting. Indeed it was, Miss Maya. Indeed it was. Miss Maya, you have an absolutely free and vibrant imagination, but I had the pleasure of reading the original story. In the original, once the boy grew up, he went off in search of the town again. But no matter how many beaches and forests he crossed, he could never find his way back there. It turns out the town resides between the cracks of a dream, and it's only projected into reality when someone sees or observes it. The boy and the weeping girl became friends, and he helped the people eliminate the sea monster. Yet, no visitors ever visited the town again. As time passed, the town itself disappeared. If that happened, do you think the cat would regret dragging the boy into all of it? The cat possesses incredible power, and her thoughts will affect my judgment on certain matters. I actually don't quite understand your story, Mr. Minas, but the girl who cried alone daily made a friend because of the boy. And the visitors who were drawn there by the legend seem to have left after enjoying themselves to the fullest. In the end, everyone from the dream returned to where they came from. So perhaps the cat didn't think anything of it. Although there are some regrets, everyone did their best, and that makes it a happy ending. A good ending, huh? If I had to say, the cat would definitely want to see the boy again. It would want to take another stroll on the beach together. Watch the waves breaking over the coral reef, flying fish leaping out of the water, and roll in the sand and laugh while watching a bumbling crab stagger back and forth. At the end of the day, they would curl up in their palm tree and let the sea breeze carry them off to sleep. Is that the cat's current desire? It could have realized that desire by going with the boy. But the cat's home is in the town, so the cat will wait until the boy returns after all. Love is eternal. I get it now. Thank you, that's all I wanted to ask. Well, I'm heading back to report the business investigation outcomes to Miss Nina. Farewell. I hope the cat gets its wish. Don't worry about it, because fairy tales always have a happy ending. Hey, are you trying to get yourself killed? I get caught. Don't go running around under the sea breeze when you're still unwell. I've had enough sleep, Jenna. I'm to gaze upon my home while I'm awake. I wonder how Maya is doing. The Mirage Dragon's bloodline, the last of the Mirage clan. And you verify that her bracelet contains genuine dragon's whiskers. Nothing can stop her. Indeed, it's a legendary item her father overcame countless trials to obtain from the Sanctum. I'm not worried about her survival. I just don't want her to ever lose her smile. I hope Harbor City and I were worthy of her beautiful fairy tales. Then do your best to atone once you get better. Make amends for everything. I'll be there by your side. I will. Cool. Nice we got to go back to this little plot line with the Harbor City. It has been a while since the event that this one is a continuation of. Yeah, I want to give Maya a trial. She's very good, supposedly. Like, very, very good. Except RNG reliant, so that's a thing. Yeah, the bubbles. Look, there's an evil eye in the distance. If we don't eliminate it quickly, it will keep spawning Eclipsites. There are many barriers in the middle. Activate your active skill and follow the guidance of the brilliant bubble shadows to connect and eliminate the barriers. Something like that? Sure. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine. The jumping through bubbles thing didn't quite work as I thought it would. Okay, so she can treat bubbles as she can treat bubbles as blue tiles. Both bubbles and enhanced tiles and black and dark tiles, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty. Let's grab some Lumamber from the Colossus as well. And maybe we can scrounge up for another 10 pull. Okay. And from the dispatch office, a couple of Lumambers as well, yeah. 15, 30, 15, 30. Let's dispatch them again. Alrighty. That should also give us some quest rewards. Yep, actually full dailies completed. That's another 50 Lumambers. So, anywhere else I can get... There we go, special star flares. Another 5 of them. And another 4. From the mystery shop. I can get some paradigm. None of this. Alright. One last 10 pull. Five star. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna do 4 singles now. Oh! Well, I'm glad I did that. Who's that? Maya? Sure enough.
ナビちゃんのことは覚えてるよ。メモ帳に書いてあったから。え？読みたい？ダメだよ。マヤの秘密だもん。
There we go. I like how she called us Navi-chan. Sure, cool. Cool. I wanted to get Maya, and lo and behold, I got Maya. How breakthrough hungry she is what I want to see. There you are. HP increase, defense increase. Those are the free ones. Reduced cooldown. That's good. And MBT is longer bubble duration. Nothing like that super important. Nothing like preemptive strike. Good. Cool. Sure. I'm glad I decided to do that single. So, that's gonna be it for this event. Now I need to take a shower and go to sleep, and I'm gonna have like 4 hours of sleep today. Yippee! Alright, thank you all for coming, whoever came here. Thank you for watching the VOD, if you decided to watch the VOD instead. Hope you had a good time. Leave a comment if you'd like this video. If you liked it, subscribe to be notified of videos that I release, and click the bell to be notified when I go live. And the notification of me being live is also up on Discord always, so you might want to join the Discord. Yeah, there in the bottom you can see all the social links and shit, but it's also in the description, of course, as always. Support the channel if you want monetarily. Patreon is there, YouTube is there, stream elements, stuff like that, all of that in the description if you'd like. If you wouldn't like, then share my content, spread the word. That's also cool, helps the channel a lot as well. And with that, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. And before that, my wonderful Patreons, QB, Without an Edze, Rene, Yuki, Ale, Dr. Wataka, Master Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them as well if you only so desire. That was a voice crack. But yeah, thank you all for coming. That's gonna be it. Cheers.